Hey guys, I just want to let you know I do have a Patreon account and I would love if you considered subscribing to it. I got lots of great behind the scenes and extra content for you guys, so please check out the link in the description below. Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to thank Judge Fish or I don't know how you say it, but I want to thank you for this beautiful piece of artwork. It's awesome, man. Thank you so much. My first bit of fan art. Yay! Goals. Anyway, thank you so much. And thanks to all of you guys that also do some awesome stuff for me. It's great. Thanks a lot. I'll see you again soon. Until next time, bye. Hey guys, welcome back to The Wandering Wind, and today I'm going to be talking about something that might surprise a lot of you that I actually like, and that is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, which is the current generation of the classic My Little Pony series that has gone through a couple of other generations in the past. Generation 1, the original, is pretty good. 2 and 3 we never talk about because it was just way too many stereotypes and way too many cringe moments. And then Generation 4, which we're on, which is actually pretty awesome. So let's chat about it. So originally back in 2014, I was coming off of a really heavy binging of classic anime, well, weeb anime, they say, like Naruto and Bleach and the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. I never really got into the later adaptations or series of that, but I really like the original. But I was trolling the internet because back then that was what I did. And this was even years before I started a YouTube channel. This is like 3 years ago. 3 years previous to starting my YouTube channel. And I'm like, okay, let's find something to watch today. And I find that there's a forum, a Facebook group, and I'm like, it was basically about animation. And I'm like, something else to possibly give me something to watch next. And there were a lot of pony memes on there for some reason, and I'm like, ponies? What? Are these just little girls? And I find out, no, they're actually grown men posting about ponies, and I'm like, okay. I mean, at the time, just like everyone else, I was locked into gender stereotypes that, quite frankly, don't really make sense in today's world. I mean, guys can like feminine things and girls can like masculine things. I mean, we don't make fun of a girl for going to the gym and getting ripped. We just call her a, female athlete or whatever we call her. We don't call her anything negative anymore. In the same fashion, we shouldn't really make fun of guys for liking girly things because that's not really what the world is anymore. It's not. But me being locked into the gender stereotypes of yesteryear, I was like, what? And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to check it out, but I'm not so sure I'll like it. And I ended up liking it pretty well. I binged the first Equestria Girls movie, which was it was like if you took Lord of the Rings out of Middle Earth and cast all the characters in a high school setting, that's literally what you're doing with My Little Pony. In the original show, they're in a magical world named Equestria, of course, and they're ponies. You've got the 3 races of Earth. Earth ponies, which is just like our regular ponies. You've got Pegasi, which are the winged version, and you've got unicorns, which are the only race that can do intentional or active magic. Now, I'm sure the other 2 races have passive magics that allow them to fly and till the land, but whatever. Anyway, so the first Equestria Girls took the characters from the show and put them in high school, and everyone hated it. And I'm like, What's wrong with this? I mean, yeah, it was cringy. Yeah, it had a bit of just moments that I'm like, really? But it had a cool character in it by the name of Sunset Shimmer. Now, Sunset was the antagonist of the first film. She previously was a resident of Equestria, the magical world, and came to the human world through a portal, which no one ever really explains why it exists, but it does. And she ends up being the bad girl. It's kind of like a High School Musical meets Magical Girls kind of thing, and it's just all kinds of weird and awesome and more weird, and but so I watched through that, and then the second one was just ready to come out, and I managed to get a torrent of it. Now, I am not endorsing piracy whatsoever. Support the official release whenever possible. Just because you can get it for free doesn't mean you should. Just saying. But I managed to torrent it and watched it that night, and I'm like, wow, I love it. I love it. Because the previous film's antagonist is now trying to find her way because she was defeated through the magic of friendship, which is going to be a running theme through the series. And in the next film, she's trying to turn from mean girl to likable girl, but instead of just having it a face heel turn where, yeah, sure, okay, everyone loves you now, she had to work for it throughout the entirety of the second film, where another batch of magical girl enemy types came about called the Sirens. And they had this like Battle of the Bands musical battle where they're slinging magic here and there and everywhere. It's awesome. If you've ever watched Dragon Ball, it's kind of like the girly version of that. So awesome-ish. I mean, but just Sunset's redemption arc really got me thinking, dang, if this is that good in the films, which everyone hates, how much better will the series be? So I got the first 4 seasons of the series. Again, I'm not condoning piracy whatsoever. This is just what I did back then because I had less morals. I really did. I had less morals. But I got the first 4 seasons and binged them over the course of like a weekend. And I'm like, wow. Because the season 4 finale was, okay, I described the the finale of the second film as Dragon Ball, but girly. Well, the season 4 finale was like Dragon Ball full on, just incidentally with ponies instead of humans and Saiyans and other. It was pretty cool, and I liked it. So, and I got to be a brony, and I found a community of people online that liked the same stuff that I did. And I started really enjoying the lessons of friendship that were central to the series, because one of the main things about Friendship is Magic is that it really does put an emphasis on the qualities that make friendships work. Laughter, honesty, loyalty, generosity, kindness, and above all that, the magic of friendship. But I think it's also a bit of leadership, because he had to be willing to lead in order to make lasting friendships grow. You can't just be passive in them. You've got to lead the way in making those friendships grow deeper. And so these qualities are really intrinsic to the story because of the series, because the main 6 characters are the embodiments of these 6 elements of harmony. And that's really the main focus of the series, is just the expression of these qualities and the growth of these qualities in the main individuals and even in the side cast as things progress. And I think it says a lot that a children's show has appealed to so many of the older adults that now watch it religiously as well, to the point to where so many are dreading the series end because they don't know what comes after. They don't know what to do next after My Little Pony is over, and frankly, I'm not so sure what we're going to do either, but I know one thing. If we've learned all the lessons that this series has tried to teach the youngest generation, and incidentally the elder generations, then we're going to be just fine, because we're going to be a positive impact on others, because if we exhibit those qualities of kindness, generosity, loyalty, honesty, joy, and leadership, it really does manage to make life a lot more bearable. You find it all the time. When people stand at each other's side in hard times, you're seeing that loyalty that we instinctively know is good and right coming out. Or when you see someone showing kindness to someone else, that's a positive thing. And so I think if we just keep those lessons in our hearts, then nothing will ever truly end. And, you know, there is Generation 5 coming, and people are dreading the possible changes. But again, even if the changes do happen, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Life itself changes all the time, and we still manage to survive just fine. So, you know, it is what it is. And that's just my theory, my enjoyment of things, and my imaginings and portrayal of the world. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your suggestions, your feelings, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Because I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too, because it's you I like. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, guys. I love you so much. Hey guys, before I go, I just want to thank all my patrons for supporting me every month. It is so good to know that there are people that are willing to put up with me and support me for even just $1 a month. If you guys are interested in getting behind the scenes content, extra videos, downloads of my song covers, and a whole lot more, please make sure to check the link in the description below and maybe consider subscribing yourself. You can do it for just $1 a month, and I appreciate it. Have a great day.